Today I'm removing a dog run. You might remember this yard from a previous video I did. There was that pool right about where there was that weird pool that was right here in this yard. I did that last year, did a video. You can kind of see the after video of this. Grass came in pretty nice. So these jobs are kind of unique, interesting, because it's loaded with brush and honeysuckle. And there you can see the fence there. The problem with these is you can't just go in and rip the brush out because the fence is coming out too. So you kind of have to cut the fence up before you go in and take the brush out. That way the fence kind of folds up on itself. Because basically I just take it out in big chunks. Just a big clump of weeds basically grew up into dog run. So always like it when a customer calls me back. I looked at it last year for her and gave her a price on it, so gonna do it today. Thanks for watching. All right, so on this job, this is a good example of pricing a job. I priced this last year. I didn't really look at it super close, but people have asked on these jobs, what do you do when you get into a job and there's way more than you expected? So I didn't expect to find probably, I'm gonna say 4 or 5 yards of river rock buried underneath here. I'm hoping there's less than that, but I'm gonna scrape it down to the dirt for the customer and get it cleaned up like I told her. She's already written me a check sitting under the mat, so I'm like, all right, I've already got the money, but probably not a big deal. By the end of it, the dog run came out pretty quick, as you can see, but I wasn't expecting to have all this river rock. I'll show you the river rock here, but you can see all that. There's probably 6 to 8 inches of river rock down here. So that's a good example of a job where you don't know exactly everything in there. Obviously that's going to add more weight to the load and just more time scraping it out of here. So I think I'll be all right on the price I gave her at the end. I'm hoping. It just depends on how much is in there, but it's just one of those things where you can't, like, I didn't go in there and dig around. I didn't even think of it. I just was looking at it when I was doing that other job for her and thought, well, that's the price. So anyways, so yeah, I know I've had other people ask on those videos, what do you do if it's, you know, if I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, oh, man, I'm gonna lose money on this job? Yeah, I'd probably say something to the customer, but I usually price jobs, you know, I say usually, I always try to price jobs fairly to customers, knowing there's going to probably be some unforeseen things. That's probably a little bigger unforeseen thing than I thought, but since the dog run came out quick, I think I'll be all right. So hey, I can't complain too much. I'm working, healthy, air in my lungs, blood's flowing. God is good. Rock and roll, baby. All right, so that's a lot. As you can see, I'm gonna call that at least 6 cubic yards, if not more, of river rock that was buried underneath here. So I don't know. I'm gonna do it for this customer because she was so good to me last year on this job. But you know, a lot of times that's a lot of material that I wasn't really expecting to have in there. Extra material to haul away. So weight, volume, whatever you want to, how you want to look at it. So I think I'll be all right. I'll still make money. Again, I'm out here doing it, so I can't complain too much again. But that's a lot. As you can see, I just piled that all up. You get an idea of the volume of it, and there's a lot there. So I'm gonna scoop it up, load it up, and move on to the next job.